What up, everybody? Your boy Snow.
Ramon.
We in the house. July 4th edition. One more? Nah, they fucking losers. So, Gran Turismo 6 demo, aka GT Academy 2013, powered by Gran Turismo 6. I am not the sim guy. This is the sim guy. We've had this video. Have you seen that video yet? Go check that video. Link in the description. First thoughts of the game.
First thoughts?
Your first thought of the game.
I removed it from my PlayStation.
That's pretty deep, son. It's still on mines. I thought it was cool. I thought the menus would look a little funny, but then we had a conversation about that later, so I'm giving that a pass.
You're giving the menus a pass?
Because I know that's not the game menus. That's specifically for the GT Academy 2013. There's a reason why it's not listed Gran Turismo 6 demo.
Let's bring it back then.
Okay.
What's the title of this video, sir? What are we talking about in this video?
I know where you're going, and I'm not going in the trap.
You're not gonna answer my question.
Because it is a Gran Turismo 6 demo.
So then,
essentially, but nowhere is it listed as Gran Turismo 6.
So you want me
demo.
to judge this game as Gran Turismo 6 or judge this game as whatever the fuck?
Here's what I want you to stay on and on only. On the track.
On the track.
That's what I want you to talk about.
Sure.
Because we have not seen Gran Turismo 6. That's why I keep saying powered by Gran Turismo 6.
Okay.
So
proceed.
Let's just go into the gameplay on the track, because everything you're about to say or was about to say is absolutely correct. But again, that's why it's called Gran Turismo Academy 2013 demo.
Okay. So where you want to go first?
Let's start with just the driving. Just the
driving is fine.
What we all want to do.
The driving is out of a 10. It's a 10.
Driving is fine.
Driving is fine. And that's my quarrels with the PlayStation controller aside.
Okay. Can I go on a little bit since I'm the fucking
dude
here? I really felt like I was going to fucking die in my Nissan car because I was not respecting the vehicle.
Which one? The Leaf?
Not the Leaf. There, so not the Leaf. Shout out to SimCity for having the Leaf too for free. But when I was driving the other one, what was the other one?
The 370.
The 370, right? Playing around, I was being dumb, and I was like, yo, let me see if I can just I don't have to drive like that. Let me see if I can just swing around this corner. When I lost control, it didn't seem like another type of game that I would play, like a fucking like a Shift or any of my Most Wanted games or any other game in general.
Right.
But even to with respect to Forza 4, which I'm playing, Forza 4 Essentials, get that, it's like $13 right now. Mm-hmm. It didn't have the same thing. I felt like I was in a car and I was about to fucking die.
Right.
That's dope because it's simulated. That's dope. That for me, with me being a noob, that I got excited when that happened. I almost fucking died.
Where you been the last 10 years?
Son,
that's Gran Turismo.
You know where I've been at? Fucking doing 180 miles an hour drifts and shit like that.
Okay.
I play arcade games. This is what I do.
Okay.
That I had fun. Still hard as shit, too real for me, but I had fun. Controls, it's a little weird. I can't front. It's a little weird. You got the X button to drive. On the PlayStation, yes, the X button is pressure sensitive. Those who don't play the PlayStation like that wouldn't know. But then they also have to use the right stick up or down, which is a better way to use the controls to fucking drive as far as pressure on the gas and pressure on the brake. I will have to say this, me being spoiled by some of the other car games that I play, not including Forza, but including Forza, or Mario Kart shit, it should be R2.
Okay.
I agree with you there. I know that's one of your biggest things. It should be this. It should be both of these. I don't know why or I don't know when this transition happened, but it should be that. What I do appreciate with the Gran Turismo is that I have the option to either use the D-pad or the left stick. For some reason, I haven't gotten used to driving with the thumbstick, so the D-pad gives me precision, and I appreciate that being put in the Gran Turismo game.
You shouldn't. It's a sin. I had worlds of trouble with the controller. One,
with the controls.
With the controls, yes. One is the fact that it's 2018 right now. We're still using X and fucking ice cream truck is outside.
That's fair. We run with it. 4th of July.
I'm using X and what do you call it?
Box.
Box or square?
I say box because I'm hood.
Box.
Because you said X.
And I do know that
because you said X because it's actually cross.
It's cross?
Yeah.
Sorry, I apologize. Because yes, I know it's pressure sensitive on the PlayStation, but
I know you know that.
It ain't that. That's not what I need. So immediately I couldn't believe that they shipped the demo like this. And I'm gonna go on a limb and say they're gonna ship the game like this because they did all the other Gran Turismos.
Okay.
Stop the bullshit. Your acceleration and your brake need to be on triggers. Now, what I do love about Gran Turismo, the controls here, is I was able to switch my shift up and shift down to the right thumbstick.
Yeah, so that's not a mode that I play.
When I'm driving, shift up, gear up, gear up, gear up, gear down, gear up, gear up, gear down. It's fine. I love that. That's something I missed from Gran Turismo because they were probably the only game that let you do that.
Okay.
Aside from like MotoGP.
Right, which is
motorcycle. So I really like that about the controls. Other than that, I had a tough time using the triggers, which is probably why they didn't put the triggers. I had a tough time just the way the PlayStation control is built. It doesn't feel natural, but the control, it's fine. The game controls is fine, yes, but the decisions they made were like, come on.
Okay. Now this is early, and the download was rather light. But how visually did the game look on the tracks to you? How did you feel about it?
What was important was the frame rate, which was fun. The visuals, I know they're gonna dial up.
Right.
They better dial up.
I mean, because look what we're doing with 1.5 gigs.
Yeah, they're gonna dial it up.
Yeah.
And the replays look good, like they always do. But the frame rate was nice. The sense of speed was it's Gran Turismo.
Right.
These are things you know.
I did get the sense of speed. Yeah.
So, and don't make me buy a fucking Leaf. But like,
I really do believe that I really do believe that's GT Academy sponsored by Nissan. I really do.
But here's my thing, right? This is a demo, and I got a lot of fucking anguish towards Gran Turismo as a series.
Right.
This was their chance to like get me again.
Right.
Like if you played the Forza 4 or 3 demo,
right,
you start out writing like an R8 or something. Like,
right,
nah, here's what we got.
Right.
Let me drive the Nissan. Let me drive, and they did let you drive the Skyline, and it did feel familiar. It was like, okay, now we on it.
Right.
But I had to play through an hour of gameplay in this demo,
right,
to get to that Nissan, to that Skyline. It was like, just give me this beforehand. I wouldn't have been calling Snow cussing and cursing.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, damn it,
I get
man.
you. And this is why this is one of my problems with the whole demo in itself, because like I said, it's a Gran Turismo 6 demo, but it's not a Gran Turismo 6 demo. Like,
I don't know what that was.
It's the GT Academy thing, which is an active contest that's going on. It's going to be going on for a while, so the demo is timed for a while. But graphically, I felt like the game was good. It's going to be upscale. Everything you said, I agree with everything you said, and it was very impressive to look at. Yeah. It did seem a little livelier than GT5 to me.
Not to me.
To me, it did. It seemed like it.
But are you being fair? Is my question.
What do you mean fair?
Is that livelier than any racing game you played?
No, but we're only talking about Gran Turismo right now.
See, but that's I can respect that, but my point is every other racing gaming series has evolved. Now, we've become accustomed to certain things. Like, give me some proper music.
No,
which I turn off anyway.
No, that's a legitimate beef.
Let me get out. I turn music off anyway.
Is legitimate beef. I'll give you that.
But at least when I'm in the menus and in Sims, this is where you spend a lot of time in the menus.
Right. They should let me have my own music.
Yes, I'm sure they'll let you do that. I saw an option in there to select playlists or something, but the music was terrible. It was the same jazz shit that I've been hearing for the last 15 fucking years.
15 anniversary Gran Turismo series.
I'm tired of hearing that.
Right.
And that now triggers something else that sends me in another direction. Because I'm so pissed at that, now I start to notice the menus. It's like, fuck. It's the same boring ass menus. Now I'm racing, I'm starting to notice if I cut through grass, time doesn't come off of my overall time. There's no penalty for that.
Yeah, it is. It don't count.
It doesn't count in the time.
All right, in the time, right.
Any sim driver in Forza,
right,
doesn't matter who comes first or last. It's your time.
Right.
And because Forza knows that, that any time you bump somebody, you go off the track, you lose seconds for that. That's a real thing in racing, period.
Right.
Where is it? It's not represented here only because I'm playing time mode.
Right.
They come on, they certain things damage. That's a big joke in this game.
I still believe that they're hooked on they're grandfathered into a contract that they can't break right now.
But I don't want to hear that. Spend money, get out of it.
Right.
Break it and pay the fine. I don't want to hear that.
Right.
This is Gran Turismo. This is the Gran Turismo, and they still don't have damage.
Right.
There's a play for free game out there that has damage. There's a $10 arcade game that has damage.
Right.
I don't want to hear that. If I was reviewing this game right off the jump, I'm taking 2 points away.
Right.
Gran Turismo now starts at an 8 because there's no damage. I don't care what there's nothing you can tell me about that.
It's a sim, you're right.
These are the things that it's like annoying to see them like, yo, is this arrogance? Like, you refuse to change these things? Like, I don't want to hear jazz in a racing game.
Right.
Jazz doesn't make me sit up and like, yeah, no, jazz makes me like...
I mean, it's just not the time anymore. The time when it first came out, it was fine. That's fair. It's a legitimate beef.
I don't even think Gran Turismo fans are happy.
Yeah, I haven't really seen too much chatter about it.
So, and then the fact, we're going far beyond the demo, but the fact that it comes out on the PlayStation 3.
That's not a conversation I want to get into in this video.
He don't want to hear it.
Because it makes perfect sense. You don't make a game, GT5 sell 10 million, and then you abandon 10 million players within the first year when you want to launch this game.
That's fine. But I'll be playing Forza 5 on my Xbox.
And Forza 5 will have to work with that limited number.
That's fine. I'll take that.
Alright.
So yeah. But the demo was fine.
Was it fun driving?
It was fun driving. When I got to the...
one more thing. Hold that, please. Because it goes on with the penalty points. Because I've been playing a lot of other games and trying to get back into sim racing, and I'm going to mention one that he hates, Shift 2, and I'm going to mention Forza 4, is that I like knowing when I'm actually doing something correct.
Right.
You're giving me the guideline, that's fine, but I don't know if I'm taking those turns correctly, the apex turns correctly. I don't know if I'm accelerating right out of them. I want to know if I'm passing somebody the correct way. I want to know, if I'm actually drifting the right way, if I'm drafting the right way. Like, because GT is such a sim, and I think that the livelier look of this game, they're kind of aiming at me, but you're not giving me those tools. Even if you could turn it off.
You want it.
I want it. And I know because the game has effects that works with it. So you have to know in order to reward the player to do it. So that was my one little issue with it, that's not there.
One thing that really brought me back to how good it was is when you go into the options, like the traction control was on like 7.
Okay.
Turn it off.
Right. That's not something I would do.
ABS was on like 3. Turn it off.
Right.
Then that's like when I did that, it was like, yeah,
right.
This is Gran Turismo. Like, this is sim.
Right.
Yeah, because I don't play with any assist on any like.
Right. I'm the noob, so I have it on.
Right. But if you really want to, like, if there's ever a question as to the physics in the game.
Right.
Turn the assist off, and then you're just like, holy shit.
Right.
It's good stuff. So
Yeah.
it's fine for what it is. My beef, simply put, is what it is stuck in 2002.
Please comment, because I can't comment against that. It does. I will say this: Gran Turismo don't get to sell 10 million on the last thing by changing the wheel.
Right.
You know, they built up their fan base. I feel like on the consumer end, not on the gamer end, on the consumer end, because my dad plays Gran Turismo, and he loves to play Gran Turismo because he already knows what he's getting. Any other little surprises, it's just bonuses.
Okay.
I feel like, yeah, that's my dad I'm talking about, but I feel like there's a lot of players that buy that game, because how else would you sell 10 million like that? You know what I'm saying? That know, I think like maybe half that crowd knows that, yo, I know this is going to be at least this. And that comes at a great reward. It gets people like you who buy both consoles, who are like, well, I'm getting this over here. I want to see you do this. Yes, you have that. I want to see my preferred game do this. This being GT, this being Forza. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, GT is like, no. We don't get to this level by doing what other motherfuckers do. And for their sake, because there are a lot of new players coming up that wants this rewarding system, that wants this more excitement thing. Because I don't care what anyone say, I just want to say it. Sega has their fingerprint all over fucking Forza. And the way they deliver their game, when I played the Forza game, out the box, yes, I had fucking fun out the box. Out the box. GT is fun for me to play, and it feels closer to that, because when I told you I went down and played GT5, and I said, yeah, I'm driving, but this is boring. This is like I'm on I-95 by myself. GT6, even though it's just a demo, power demo, I didn't feel that way. You know, I felt, I'm not saying it's anything like Forza, but it felt better to a person like me. So if they have any work to do with the driving, I'm not really sure, but what they should keep in mind is everything else that you said. So, and their community features, which we see none.
Yeah.
Hopefully they had that hashed out. So it's still going to be on reserve until the actual game comes out.
So here's my thing to you, right? At a time when Gran Turismo launched, they had so much different that they didn't need to do anything like other people.
Right.
They had, the graphics were crazy. They had replays were crazy. They had simulation physics. They had tuning. All of that now exists. Bare minimum.
In an arcade racer.
In the arcade game right now for the last 5 years out the box.
Right.
So I get what you're saying, that they didn't get where they were by doing what everyone else is doing, but all of what they're doing is now standard.
Right.
Tell me one thing that differentiates them as Gran Turismo.
And I'm gonna leave that up to the Gran Turismo fans that do that, the hardcore, the people who actually play that game.
Shit, tell me, because I don't know.
All right, well, we can wrap this one up. This is just our impressions on it. Holler at us if you played it. If not, go play it, check it out, and then come back and talk to us. Snow.
Ramon. Peace.